Hi. I am going to title this class Endurance. Around the world, but in particular in our country right now, there are so many people in pain. It feels like we've been a powder keg building, and it's exploding in this sustained discomfort and pain. And it's really easy to feel hopeless, like there's nothing that we can do as an individual, as though we can't see this through. And so what I'm going to say is that if you're watching this video, if you've done Kundalini yoga before, you're in a position to overcome those feelings. There's a lot of people that don't have the choice about whether or not they have to endure what's happening right now. When I think of that, I think of an image I saw of George Floyd's daughter. So there's people like that all over the country right now. They don't have a choice about whether they can endure. In fact, there's people who live like that every day who don't know if they can endure, and yet they have to. So my offering to you in this class is to find your ability to endure, to raise up, to lift up each other. Let's go ahead and tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Set your intention for your practice. Perfect. All right, let's warm up a little bit before we move to the set. Let's start with some Sufi grinds. So the warm-ups, we're going to start at the base of the spine and work our way up systematically. At this point, we're down at the sacrum. And the sacrum's moving 360 degrees, tipping first to one side, then to the front, to the other side and the back. The next time you get to the front, rotate the other way. Great, come to center. We're going to pull Mulband, we're going to engage Mulband. So inhale and feel like you are drawing energy up from the earth, and that you're doing that with the pelvic floor. Feel that draw upwards. Feel as though you're lightly contracting up your entire spinal column. When you get to the level of your neck, lightly flatten the back of your neck, and then have your eyes gaze upwards through the top of your head and your tongue pressed to the roof of the mouth. Good. And then we're going to work the lower back section with some spinal flex. But to get that area a little better, you can sit slightly higher, either sitting on your heels, or you can fold up your blanket and just sit higher in easy pose. And so feel as though you're being drawn forward at the navel, back through the back. And again, we'll come to a center point, lengthen the spine upwards, engage the muscles of the pelvic floor. You'll feel yourself lift up a little bit as the sits bones draw together. Engage the muscles all along the spine. Keep going, lengthen through the back of the neck, the skull. Eyes go up, tongue presses up. And then release. Good. Okay. Moving to the thorax area of the spine. Fingertips come up to the tops of your shoulders, and we'll rotate the spinal column like the agitator in an old-fashioned washing machine. Inhale as you twist to the left. Exhale as you twist to the right. Keep going and simply reverse the breath. So the next time that you twist to the right, inhale, exhale left. And again, coming to a center line in the body, engage the muscles of the pelvic floor. Feel as though you're drawing sustenance and energy up through the earth, up through your spine, through the head and neck. The eyes make the connection upwards into the heavens. Tongue presses up. Relax. Good. Hands can come to the knees. Inhale one shoulder up as high as it will go. Exhale, draw it all the way down as far as it will go. Opposite shoulder up and down. And then both shoulders up and down. And inhale up, squeeze up. Exhale, release. Good. Last warm up. Lengthen through your spine like you've got a golden cord up through the top of your head. And then think about the tip of your nose. And we're going to do a figure 8 movement, which is actually more like an infinity sign because it's going to be side to side. So with the tip of your nose, start to trace the infinity symbol. And you want the 2 big circular ends to be as large as they can be. This helps especially with the alignment of that top vertebra of the neck that supports the skull. So move slowly, move as slow as you need to enable the maximum range of motion as opposed to speed. When you get to a center point, reverse the direction of your figure 8. Good, and into center, and again, just as before, engage, move on, and have that as action pull energy all the way up to the crown of your head. All right, now we're going to jump into the set, and the set is all about finding your own power source. So we're going to be on our back for quite a while, so you might want to make sure your blanket is laid down. And interestingly, the upper body is supposed to be relaxed for the whole time, with all of the area from navel point up relaxed, and then the engaged part below that. All right, so coming onto your back, we're going to be doing leg lifts. So you might just slide your hands underneath your hips to support your low back. So you want to feel your low back staying fairly snug into the floor. But if that creates a lot of tension in your upper body, go ahead and take your blanket or whatever you might have handy and use that to support the low part of your tailbone, the cheeks of your buttocks, so that your low back is snug into the floor. All right, so here we go. Legs up to 90 degrees. Point your toes, legs straight, and we're gonna go as far down as we can, and then up to 90 degrees. As far down as you can, and then back to 90 degrees. We're going to be doing this for 5 minutes. So you might want to do one leg at a time. You might want to go really, really slow, or take breaks in between each movement. So here's the trick. To balance what you're physically able to give and to push yourself beyond what you feel like your limitations are. How do we find that balance in our day-to-day life? Well, test it out in your yoga class. It's a pretty safe place. In acupuncture, the kidneys are thought of as the batteries, the reservoir of chi, of our power. So as you're doing this practice, you can visualize the energy in your core. At Manipur Chakra, you could visualize that as like your own little sun glowing intently deep in the center of your body, deep to your belly button. But you can also visualize this area in the upper low back, sort of right where your ribs start, as the reservoir, as the battery packs building up, getting to maximum charge, and then maybe even increasing their capacity. Keep charging, keep building. As you're going through this first part of the set, as you're building up your endurance, your power, think about those who aren't able to give up, who have to face insurmountable sorrow, obstacles, pain every day, and see if you can go a little bit further. See if there's a way to modify how you think about yourself, how you or doing the practice, and see if there's a way to keep going. Even if that is a visualization of yourself, keep going. Oh, wonderful job. Well done. Inhale, engage, mole bond, and then relax your knees into your chest. Do whatever you need to give yourself relief, especially if your low back is sore. Good. Okay, so the exact same body position with your upper body. So relax from the navel point up, supporting your low back however you need to. And then legs come back to 90 degrees. And now we just open them wide, bring them back together. Open them wide, bring them back together. Keep charging up those kidneys, keep charging up your reserves. Feel the strength of your midsection of Manipura chakra, pulling your legs back together each time. Keep going for the people who can't keep going on their own. I think about Merle and all the people she helps that are detained in Hutto. All of us are helping people. Visualize those people. Break through your limitations, your mental limitations about what you can accomplish, about how you can impact the world. Wonderful job. Inhale, squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor, and then relax your legs into your chest again. This next one is nice and short, just a minute. So again, legs at 90 degrees, and we're going to be bringing both heels down like we're going to strike ourselves in the buttocks. So maybe your feet will reach all the way down and hit yourself, but maybe they don't. Just get as far down as you can. Great. Inhale and relax. If you've got your blanket rolled up, go ahead and make sure it's nice and flat. You might want to stretch your midsection before we do the next one. All right, so on the back, alternate arms and legs straight up to the ceiling. Both with this set of exercises and with the meditation, part of the benefit is improving our own health. And thereby, making sure you're healthy so that you can assist other people. Oh, I messed up. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Relax for a minute, however feels the most regenerating to you. All right, good. Knees into your chest, curl up to roll on your back, or if you want to roll to your side, roll to your side and come up. Hands resting on the knees, Gyan Mudra, and then we'll chant 4 Hars, Hari Har, at a nice monotone. And as with any time that you're chanting Har, the tip of the tongue hits either the roof of the mouth or the back of the teeth on the R each time. All right, here we go. Har, 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 hari, har, 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 hari, har. Inhale. Good. And then the final component of this set, that is to build our energy, to build the power of our navel, and also to empower our voice. We're going to chant Har again. Hands are facing each other about 4 to 6 inches apart, right at the level of the throat. And you're going to be making a karate chop movement. And again, chanting Har in a monotone using the tip of your tongue. Har, 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 Had, 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 had. Perfect. Inhale. Circulate the energy. Good. All right. Make sure that you feel comfortable, that you can sit for quite a while. So you might even want to shift to sitting in a chair. I'd like to, so the meditation set we're going to do is called Becoming Like Angels. And I'll read you a quote from the set. To become like angels, we need the inner strength to be secure, to give to all, to be consumed in the service of life and destiny. This set gives you the health and inner energy to live from your angelic nature. All right, so we're gonna bring the left arm up, like you were saying, a pledge. And the right arm is straight and reached out in front of you. It's going to be like you're bouncing a ball through about a 1 foot range. The movement comes from your shoulder. And as you adopt the position, you want to feel like you're perfectly aligned. The gaze is towards the tip of the nose. And the breath is interesting. It's a slow, deep, heavy breath through the nose and out the mouth. Keep checking back in with what you're doing. The arms straight. Movement comes from the shoulder. Gaze toward the tip of the nose. Heavy, slow, deep breath. Stay broad across your collarbones, like the fronts of your shoulders were trying to draw away from each other. Stay long through the crown of your head, the top of your head. All right, so probably or possibly you are feeling some pain or discomfort. This practice realigns the patterns of your body. It will feel uncomfortable. You will not sustain any long-term injury. Use the power that you developed in the previous set to just keep going, to endure. And moving into the final minute. Perfect, well done. Inhale, shake your arms out, relax the breath. Reverse the arms for just half that amount of time on this side. So right hand as though you are making an oath and moving from the shoulder, bouncing the left hand up and down. Still slow, heavy. Deep breath through the nose and out the mouth. and inhale. Release. And now roll your shoulders we'll go for even more than a minute. In fact, go ahead and extend your legs out and let your legs recover from sitting cross-legged for so long. Okay, find a meditative position again. For this one, you're going to have your upper arms snugged into the sides of your chest. The palms are upwards and the fingertips point away from your body at a 45-degree angle. You want to feel as though you are perfectly balanced. And you apply enough openness to your chest and pressure with your arms so that as we start the breathing practice, you feel pressure in the center of your chest. Again, the gaze is towards the tip of the nose. You can do that with your eyes a little bit open so that you see two little nose tips, or you can have your eyes closed. And now the breath is going to be similar to the last one, in through the nose, out through the mouth, but we're going to be going as quickly as we can. Start out a little bit slower than you might think, because we're going to do this for a while. So as fast as you can go might mean not quite as fast as you thought. It'll be easy to hyperventilate. So if you start to feel excessively lightheaded, then make the exhale longer and slower. Doing great, keep going. Really embrace this practice for everything it can provide you. It will help eradicate chronic illness that may have built up over the years. Keep going with that breath, being as fast and powerful as you can for 3 more minutes. We're getting closer to the end. We want to really feel that sense of intense pressure in the chest. So if you can align your arms slightly differently, if you can draw open through your chest more, if you can speed up the breath, then see if you can cultivate that sense of pressure in your chest. Inhale. Compress your body. Relax, release. All right. Almost done. We're going to be striking the ground with our hands for the next portion, actually striking the hands simultaneously. So you might want to shift the way you're sitting. As we strike the ground, you're going to chant Har again, using the tip of the tongue against the roof of the mouth. And also feeling the power for the chant come from the navel. So here we go. Har, 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 har. Har, 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 Inhale, press your hands into the ground with all of the power that you can. Exhale out the mouth. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Press with all the power you can. Last one. And then the final portion of this practice is to not meditate. It's to externally focus. You can walk around, you could talk to somebody else, you can move in whatever way, keep your eyes open. Feel like as you're moving around, walking, stretching, talking, that you are actively recovering from the practice. Good, we did it. It's so enticing to numb out to the abundance of pain that there is to witness all around us. So manage the amount of witnessing that you do, but continue to bear witness, to endure and sustain and uphold each other. Let's end the practice with one long Sat Nam. Let's bow to that strength in each other. Sat Nam. Thank you so much. See you again.